And you're all there.
Thank you. Good morning and welcome in this presentation. I'm going to share my screen with you. I won't be able to see you, so if you have any questions, please shout. Here we go. So, welcome in the presentation In Between Tables. My name is Emmy. I'm the principal of a school for adult education in Belgium. I'm a Google certified trainer and a Google certified innovator, and my school is also a Google reference school. What are we going to do in the upcoming 20 minutes? We are going to create a nested function, and we are going to take it step by step all the way up to the mountain, to the top of the mountain. And when we're at the top, we're going to slide down and make it easy on ourselves. So buckle up, fasten your seatbelts, here we go. First thing we are going to do, we have about 15,000 students, over 30,000 enrollments. That's on the edge of what a spreadsheet can hold. And even if you're working with Google spreadsheets or with Google or with Microsoft Excel, it's going to slow down your calculations. So before we start, we are going to collect only that data we need. So we're going to collect and downsize all of our data. And in the second step, we are going to make it easy on ourselves, have some brain yoga, and easy on our spreadsheet. So we're going to organize our spreadsheets in the same way, so we don't have to think about what is what. And on the third step, before we make our functions, we're going to visualize our thoughts. What is it we want to reach at the end of our function, all right? And then when it's all ready and prepared, we are going to scale up and we are going to use one of the new functions of Google Sheets, and that is named functions. So here we go. We have a lot of enrollments last year in 2021, and we have a lot of enrollments in 2022. And the thing is, we want to know how many students from 2021 have enrolled in 2022. So we are looking for all those students in 22. Are they in the table of 21? So making it easy on ourselves, we are going to use two tab sheets. One is the year 21. One is the year 22, and we're going to use the same field names to make it easy on ourselves. So we have student number and student number, the names, the addresses, trainings number, course numbers, and so on. And now everything we don't need, we are going to remove. We don't need the address of the students, we don't need their birth date, we don't need their birth city, and so on. Leave it out. So we're making it a little bit smaller. Now, what are we going to do? We are going to downsize our question. We are not looking for all the students in 22. Are they in the sheet of 21? We are looking for Sophie. Sophie, that is student number 2. Is she in the list of 21? So we are looking for that match between student number 22 in the year 22. Is she in 21? Okay. How are we going to do that? Here we have student in 22, Sophie, the whole range of student numbers in 21, and it has to be an exact match. Why? Let's say we are looking for the name for Sophie. Here in Belgium, you can write Sophie with an F, but you can also write Sophie with PH. Well, if it isn't an exact match, I would even get results from other students. So making sure it's student number 2, we are going to go for that exact match. Okay, this is how our formula of our function looks like. We have a match function. We are looking for student number 2, which is in cell A2. We are looking in the whole range of 21, which is the range A2A, and we are looking for an exact match. and that's a 0 for an exact match. Okay, the result of this formula will be this in red. So every time he finds student number 2, he will give you the row on which he has found it. So he finds Sophie on row number 2, and he finds Sophie on row number 125. She's following 2 courses. She's following photography and she is following a course cooking, all right? Every time he doesn't find Sophie, for instance, student number 3, that's Dave, he's going to give me an error. He didn't find it. Every time this Greg is student number 78, he's going to give me an error because he didn't find her. Okay, I'm happy. I did find a match, but this isn't really readable for my team. I want my team to understand this formula. So I'm going to fix it a little bit, and I'm going to use a function isNumber. And the function isNumber will give me a true every time he finds a number. So Sophie on number 2 and Sophie on number 125 will give me true. And every time he didn't find student number 2 for Dave, for Greg, he will give me a false. Okay, I'm super happy. That's more readable, but I'm not happy enough. Okay, can make it better. I want the number of times Sophie is found. So I want him to count how many times he found Sophie. I'm having about 15,000 students. I don't want to go row by row, true. How many did I have? I want him to calculate that for me. So I'm going to add a function. Count if, yes? Count if you find true. That is, every time he finds student number 2 in the list of 21. So I'm having my match, look for Sophie in the range of 21, an exact match, turn it into a true every time you find her, and then count all the trues. So he found 2 times student number 2. I'm very happy. I'm so happy. Now I know student number 2 has enrolled 2 times last year. But this isn't really readable for my team. I want to make this function readable for my team. That's one thing. And on the other thing is, now I did this for student number 2, but I have about 15,000 students. I don't want to do this one by one. I want to do this at once for all my students. This function match needs a cell. I will give him something else he can read. So I'm going to have another option, a cell that is A2. A whole range is A2 up to A100, of A2 up till the last one. I can't use this because my function asks me a cell. I'm going to create an array, and an array that is a whole collection of data, and we put it between brackets. Yes, the brackets shows Google Sheets that this is an array and this is something else than a range. Okay, good. So I'm going to do that. I'm having my match function. I'm filling in an array, the whole list of student numbers in 22. I'm looking for the range in 21. Oh, sorry, that was too fast. And it has to be an exact match. Now, to tell Google Sheets that this is not a cell, but this is an array, I'm going to add an array formula. So every time Google Sheets finds an array formula, he knows I'm going to work with an array. Okay, now what am I finding? The same as in the beginning. He finds student number 2 on row 2. He has found student number 3, Dave, on row 7. Greg is a new student in my school. He didn't find them in the list of 21, so I'm getting an error. Student number 2, Sophie, he finds her on row number 125. Okay, I'm that far. Now I'm going to add all the functions I've used for Sophie in this array formula to get the total results of student flows between 21 and 22. Okay, here we go. So I'm having my match function with my array, with the list of 21, an exact match, turn it over in a true and a false with is number, count all my truths, and telling Google Sheets this is an array formula. And so I will find for the department photography, I have about 332 enrollments from last year, this year. Okay, I can turn it around with false, then I have about 213 new enrollments in my photography department. Yes, now I'm happy. So I can calculate the whole number of students in my table of 22. But this isn't readable for my team. I want to make a readable function, an easy function. And Google Sheets has given us a new function. If you go to data, you will see named functions. That is new, all right? We're going to do this. Okay, the first thing he will ask us is give a very good name for your function. Well, I want to have a readable function for my team. I'm going to call it student flow, all right? Then you can write a description about your student flow. What does it do? What do you want your team to do with it? Okay, and now he is going to ask me which arguments, which variables do you need to have? Well, I need 2 variables. I need the whole list of students in 22, and I need the whole list of student numbers in 21. Okay, the 0 isn't a variable because this is what it does. And the true is also not a variable because I'm counting on true. Okay, so named functions, student flow is the name of my formula. Explaining what the formula does. Giving student number 22, this is my array. Giving student number 21, this is my range. Okay, now define your formula, giving the whole formula we just created with student number 22. The brackets, you put them yourself. So my team doesn't have to put brackets, okay? Student number 21, the 0, and close all the brackets here. So my team will be typing in the sheet equals student flow, select the range of student numbers in 22, select the student numbers in 21, and you have your formula. This is easy, this is readable, and it does the same as the long formula we've just created. So, going to stop sharing. You were a very, very quiet audience, so do you have any questions for me?
Wow. I just, you can use it across spreadsheets, can't you, these formula builders?
Yeah.
Okay. So
this is a fairly new function. So if you open your menu in data, you will see it has new at the right side of the menu. It makes it easy for your teams. Then you can get rid of all the nested functions and get a very easy formula that they can understand.
Got you. Very powerful.
Yeah, yes, very powerful.
So, for example, if you wanted to do a grade sheet, you could just have a bunch of if functions, and then you could just put in a total and a number, and it would do the rest and turn it into grades and letters.
Yes, yes,
Okay. This, yeah, it seems very useful.
yes. I think it's very handy. Any more questions?
I was going to say thanks for sharing. It's a really nice new feature.
Yes, it's a very nice feature.
I can see lots of people, their mind are whizzing about what to do with it.
I'll see if I can share the presentation with you.